What is the meaning of the verb try out?
When you try people out, you give them a chance to show that they can perform. A job well before hiring them or before giving them more difficult work to do. The manager agreed to try him out for a week.
What is the meaning of the verb catch on?
When you eventually begin to understand something or begin to learn a skill after practicing and studying, you catch on. Learning to dance the cumbia wasn't easy, but I eventually caught on.
What is the meaning of the verb stick around informal?
When you stick around, you stay where you are. Don't go yet, stick around until Sarah gets here, she'd love to see you.
What is the meaning of the verb go by?
When people go by a place or thing, they pass near that place or thing. When a thing goes by or goes by you, it passes near you. We watched the parade go by.
What is the meaning of the verb get on, with?
When you continue doing something, you get on with what you were doing, or get on with it. I didn't say you could stop. Get on with your work.
What is the meaning of the verb lead up to?
When one or more actions, events, or situations lead up to a final action. Event, or situation, they precede and cause or partially cause it. Several minor battles led up to a full-scale war. The detective said, Jake didn't shoot Hank for no reason, something led up to it.
What is the meaning of the verb lay off?
When a company no longer needs workers because it does not have enough business. It temporarily or permanently lays off the workers. Ford laid off 20,000 workers during the last recession. My wife had to go back to work after I was laid off from my job.
What is the meaning of the verb talk down to?
When you talk down to people, you use a tone of voice or an attitude that shows you think they are less intelligent. Less educated, or from a lower level of society than you. Bob hates Jane because of the way she talks down to him.
What is the meaning of the verb come back, toll from?
When people return to a place where you are. They come back or come back to that place or come back from the place where they were before. Todd went to Florida thinking it would be hot and sunny. But he came back talking about how cold and rainy it was.
What is the meaning of the verb drop off?
When a business's sales, the occurrence of some event. Or the interest some people have in something declines, it drops off. Attendance at baseball games has been dropping off in the last few years.
What is the meaning of the verb turn on?
When you turn on an electrical or mechanical device. You change the controls to make it start producing or doing something. Turn off is the opposite of turn on. Switch on is the same as turn on. This October has been so warm that I haven't turned the heat on once yet.
What is the meaning of the verb grow up?
When you tell people to grow up, you are saying that their behavior is childish and immature. When he put his fist through the wall, I said, "Oh, grow up."
What is the meaning of the verb hold up?
When you prevent something from happening or cause it to happen late, you hold it up. I'm sorry I'm late. I was held up by traffic.
What is the meaning of the verb get over, to?
When you get over to a place, you go there. When you tell people to get over here, you want them to come where you are. Francisco called and he said he needs you to help him with something, so get over to his house right away.
What is the meaning of the verb cheat on?
When you cheat on your sexual partner, you have sex or a romantic relationship with another person. She was cheating on me with my best friend.
What is the meaning of the verb shake up?
When you mix something by shaking it, you shake it up. Did you shake this can of paint up?
What is the meaning of the verb keep away from?
When you keep away or keep away from people, you do not come close to them or associate with them. When you keep away or keep away from things, you do not touch them, come close to them, or use them. When you keep away or keep away from places, you do not come close to them or go to them. That's a bad neighborhood, so keep away from it.
What is the meaning of the verb go out?
When an electrical light goes out, it stops producing light because it is no longer receiving power. The lights in the barracks go out every night at 10 o'clock.
What is the meaning of the verb do away with?
When you do away with people, you kill them. Marvin inherited a fortune after he did away with his older brother.
What is the meaning of the verb put off?
When you put off something or put off doing something, you delay or postpone it. When you put people off, you delay doing something they want you to do. He pressured me for a decision, but I kept putting him off.
What is the meaning of the verb fall out of?
When you fall from or through something that is above ground level to the ground below. You fall out or fall out of it. Did he fall out or was he pushed?
What is the meaning of the verb dress up, like /is?
When people wear old-fashioned clothes or costumes. They dress up like someone, or dress up as someone. Did you see Charles at the Halloween party? He dressed up like a cowboy.
What is the meaning of the verb zip up?
When you zip up a coat or other item of clothing, you close it with a zipper. I can't zip my dress up. Can you?
What is the meaning of the verb stand for?
When abbreviations, acronyms, or symbols represent longer words or groups of words, they stand for them. The DC in Washington, D.C., stands for District of Columbia.
What is the meaning of the verb mess up in formal?
When you mess up a place, you make it dirty or disorganized. You kids can play in the living room, but don't mess it up.
What is the meaning of the verb come off?
When something comes off, it becomes detached from what it was attached or fastened to. That paint won't come off your hands unless you use turpentine.
What is the meaning of the verb pick up?
When you pick people up, you stop your vehicle and give them a ride away from that place. Picking up hitchhikers is dangerous.
What is the meaning of the verb get away with?
When you do something that is sneaky or wrong and you are not punished or criticized for it because no one knows or cares about it, you get away with it. Jake has been cheating on his taxes for years, and he always gets away with it.
What is the meaning of the verb find out not usually separated? The object can be a noun. A noun clause, or a complete sentence.
When you find out information or a fact, you learn or become aware of that information or fact. I met a nice man at the party, but I never found out his name.
What is the meaning of the verb use up?
When you use up something, you use all of it. I used up all the glue, we need to buy more.
What is the meaning of the verb see about?
When you are upset about a change or a new policy. And you want to say that you will take some action or talk to someone in authority to prevent or reverse the change or new policy. You say I'll see about that or we'll see about that. Those crooks in City Hall want to double my real estate taxes.
What is the meaning of the verb take over?
When people, groups, or countries take control of a place by force, they take it over. After the government troops fled, the country was taken over by the rebels.
What is the meaning of the verb go inland to?
When you go in or go into a place, building, room, and so on, you enter it. Frank went into the kitchen to get a cup of coffee.
What is the meaning of the verb go for?
When you go for something, you try to achieve it. The gymnast said she was going to go for the gold at the next Olympics.
What is the meaning of the verb get over?
When you get over a problem, illness, or emotionally painful experience. You stop letting it affect you and continue with your life. You can't feel sorry for yourself forever. You've got to get over it and get on with your life.
What is the meaning of the verb fill out?
When slender people gain weight, they fill out. Nicole started to fill out after she started working at the candy shop.
What is the meaning of the verb plan ahead?
When you plan ahead, you plan for a future situation or activity so that you will not have a problem then. Plan ahead is similar to think ahead. Janice is a good manager. She always plans ahead in case there's a problem.
What is the meaning of the verb open up?
When a new business starts, it opens up or is opened up by someone. Jimmy wants to open up a restaurant near the new office building.
What is the meaning of the verb let out?
When you allow animals or people to leave a place by giving permission or opening a door, you let them out. I opened the door and let the dog out.
What is the meaning of the verb pick up?
When you pick something up, you lift it with your hand. All this trash has to be picked up.
What is the meaning of the verb go away?
When a condition, problem, situation, or activity disappears or greatly decreases, it goes away. If the rain doesn't go away, we'll have to call off the game.
What is the meaning of the verb wear off?
When the effects of drugs or alcohol gradually go away, they wear off. The wounded soldier was in great pain after the morphine wore off.
What is the meaning of the verb get to?
When you get to something that you want or need to do, you find the time to do it. When you get to work, you start working. Elle didn't have time to do the ironing last night. I'll try to get to it tonight.
What is the meaning of the verb dry up?
When the amount or supply of something gets smaller and then disappears completely, it dries up. The factory switched to synthetic rubber after the supply of natural rubber dried up.
What is the meaning of the verb fall for?
When someone successfully tricks or deceives you, you fall for the trick or deception or you fall for it. Your girlfriend told you that guy she was dancing with at the party was her brother? How could you fall for a story like that?
What is the meaning of the verb sign out?
When you sign something out, such as a book or something valuable or important. You write your name on a list to show that you have borrowed the item and are responsible for returning it. The professor signed the book out of the rare book room.
What is the meaning of the verb come on informal?
When you think that people have done or said something improper or unreasonable, you say come on. Hey, come on. I told you not to do that again.
What is the meaning of the verb live with?
When you live with someone, you live at the same address. When you say that one person lives with a person of the opposite sex. You mean that they live in the same place but are not married. Mike's been living with his girlfriend for 5 years. Are they ever going to get married?
What is the meaning of the verb come apart?
When something comes apart, the parts separate because it is old or in bad. Condition or because the parts were not strongly connected to each other. Be careful with this old book. It's coming apart.
What is the meaning of the verb keep down?
When you keep the cost, quantity, or amount of something down, you keep it a low level. The company tried to keep its prices down.
What is the meaning of the verb put together?
When you assemble the parts of something, you put it together. Put together is the opposite of take apart. It was easy taking my car's engine apart, but putting it back together was a lot harder.
What is the meaning of the verb watch out for?
When you watch out or watch out for something. You remain alert for someone or something that is dangerous or important. When you tell people to watch out or watch out for something. You are warning them of possible danger. Watch out is the same as look out. Watch out when you're crossing a busy street.
What is the meaning of the verb beat up informal?
When you beat people up, you hit them or kick them repeatedly. The muggers stole my money and then beat me up.
What is the meaning of the verb hear of?
When you learn information about something that makes you angry and you say you will not hear of it. You mean that you will not tolerate or allow it? I won't hear of it.
What is the meaning of the verb pull through?
When you recover from a serious illness or injury, you pull through. Eric is very sick, but he's young and strong, so I'm sure he'll pull through.
What is the meaning of the verb come in?
When something that a store will sell comes in, it is delivered to the store. I couldn't buy that new book I wanted, it hasn't come in yet.
What is the meaning of the verb watch out for?
When you watch out or watch out for something. You remain alert for someone or something that is dangerous or important. When you tell people to watch out or watch out for something. You are warning them of possible danger. Watch out is the same as look out. Watch out. There's a snake in the grass.
What is the meaning of the verb hold on to?
When you hold on or hold on to something, you hold it tightly so that you will not fall or be hurt. Hang on is similar to hold on. When the horse jumped over the fence, I held on as hard as I could.
What is the meaning of the verb take off?
When an airplane leaves the ground and flies up into the air, it takes off. Our plane took off an hour late because of the snow.
What is the meaning of the verb turn over?
When employees of a company leave their jobs and are replaced by new employees, they turn over. Conditions at the factory were so bad that employees turned over at a high rate. We have a very stable workforce in our plant. Employees turn over very slowly.
What is the meaning of the verb give in, to?
When someone pressures or forces you to do something or allow something even though you do not want to, you give in. The strike lasted for 8 months, but the company never gave in to the workers' demands.
What is the meaning of the verb put out?
When you extinguish a fire or something that is burning, you put it out. It was 2 hours before the fire was put out.
What is the meaning of the verb pay back?
When you pay people back, you give them money that you borrowed from them. Mark has never been paid back for all his sister's medical bills.
What is the meaning of the verb stick out?
When you stick out an unpleasant or difficult experience. You continue with it until it is over, rather than quit. I hate this job, but I need the money, so I'll just have to stick it out until I find a better one. College isn't easy, but if you stick it out, you'll be glad you did.
What is the meaning of the verb put up?
When you attach something, such as a picture or a sign, to a wall, you put it up. Our real estate agent is putting up a for sale sign.
What is the meaning of the verb go with?
When you go with people, you agree with and support their idea or plan. Senator Doolittle has no opinions. He just goes with the majority. We've decided to go with the committee's recommendation.
What is the meaning of the verb stay off?
When you stay off something, you don't walk or sit on it. You kids can play in the living room, but stay off the Persian rug.
What is the meaning of the verb come on informal?
When you think that people have done or said something improper or unreasonable, you say come on. Tom didn't study for 1 minute, and you're telling me he got 100 on the test? Oh, come on.
What is the meaning of the verb come up always continuous?
When something is coming up, it will happen soon. The TV announcer told the audience what was coming up after the commercial.
What is the meaning of the verb stick to?
When you are speaking or writing and you stick to a certain subject. You talk or write about that subject only. In his news conference, the president stuck to the new tax legislation. But the reporters kept asking about the latest scandal.
What is the meaning of the verb go around?
When you go around in a certain condition or go around doing something. You go to various places and allow other people see you. I was so embarrassed I went around all day with my zipper open.
What is the meaning of the verb turn in, to?
When you inform the police that certain people have committed crimes or tell the police where they are. You turn them in or turn them in to the police. The escaped prisoner got tired of running and turned himself in.
What is the meaning of the verb put together?
When you position people or things so that they are close to each other or touching, you put them together. The teacher told Timmy and Mike to put their desks together so they could work on their project.
What is the meaning of the verb start up?
When an electrical or mechanical device starts up or someone starts it up, it begins to operate. You push this button here to start the computer up.
What is the meaning of the verb clean out, of, informal?
When people clean you out or clean you out of your money. They deceive you or pressure you into giving them all your money or spending all your money for their benefit. When an expense cleans you out, it requires you to spend all your money. Having 3 kids in college at the same time really cleaned me out.
What is the meaning of the verb let out?
When you make an item of clothing bigger by changing the seams, you let it out. After I gained 20 pounds, I had to have all my pants let out.
What is the meaning of the verb get together, with?
When 2 people get together, they meet and spend time together. When you get together with someone, you meet and spend time with that person. When a man and woman resume a relationship after separating, they get back together. We're going to get together with Bill and Nancy tomorrow.
What is the meaning of the verb cut out?
When you cut out part of a film, television program, book, magazine, and so on, you remove that part. The movie was too long, so the director cut a couple of scenes out. Before the book was published, the parts that were critical of the king had to be cut out of chapter 4.
What is the meaning of the verb come up?
When you move to a higher social or professional position, you come up. I saw Dan driving a Mercedes. He's really coming up in the world.
What is the meaning of the verb come down, to?
When you lower the price you are asking for something, you come down or come down to a lower price. I won't buy her car unless she comes down to $12,000.
What is the meaning of the verb get off?
When you do something wrong but are not punished, or you are punished only lightly for it, you get off. Someone who helps you to avoid punishment gets you off. He killed 4 people, but he got off with only 3 years in jail. If his lawyer hadn't been so incompetent, he would have gotten him off with a lighter sentence.
What is the meaning of the verb take out, of?
When you take money out or take money out of a bank or a bank account, you withdraw the money. Put in is the opposite of take out. Nicole's at the bank taking $1,000 out.
What is the meaning of the verb think ahead?
When you think ahead, you plan for a future situation or activity so that you will not have a problem. We thought ahead before we drove through the desert. We took 40 liters of water.
What is the meaning of the verb go off, with?
When you go off, you leave a place or the people you are with and go to a different place. When you go off with someone. You leave a place or the people you are with and go to a different place with them. At the museum, Sally went off with her friends to see some things we weren't interested in.
What is the meaning of the verb put off?
When people put you off, they do or say something that offends you. Todd went out to dinner with Nancy last night, and the way she treated the waiter really put him off.
What is the meaning of the verb carry out?
When you carry out a duty, task, assignment, or order, you do it. Sean will carry your duties out while you're on vacation.
What is the meaning of the verb carry away, with? Always passive.
When you get carried away or carried. You should always start a new exercise program slowly. If you get carried away with it, you might hurt yourself.
What is the meaning of the verb empty out?
When you completely remove the contents of a space or container, you empty it out. The police officer told me to empty out my pockets.
What is the meaning of the verb fix up, with?
When you fix people up with something. You arrange for them to have or to use something that they need or want. The travel agent fixed me up with a limo to take me to the resort.
What is the meaning of the verb move inland to?
When you move in or move into a place. You bring your furniture and other personal possessions into a place where you will live. Move out is the opposite of move inland to. Eric's moving into a bigger apartment next week.
What is the meaning of the verb pick out?
When you choose something from a group because you prefer it to the others in the group, you pick it out. Mike's dog had puppies, and he asked me to pick one out.
What is the meaning of the verb grow out of?
When people become too tall or too big to wear an item of clothing, they grow out of the item of clothing. Do you want these clothes for your daughter? Mine has grown out of them.
What is the meaning of the verb put past used only in? The infinitive form and only in negative sentences?
When you want to say that you think someone is capable of doing something wrong. You say that you wouldn't put it past that person. When you want to warn someone that you think another person is capable of doing something wrong. You say don't put it past that person. Is he capable of murder? Well, I wouldn't put killing someone past him. Marvin. Is evil. There isn't any crime I wouldn't put past him.
What is the meaning of the verb come out?
When clouds move and the sun becomes visible, it comes out. Wait till the sun comes out, you'll get a better picture.
What is the meaning of the verb fool around?
When you waste time playing or doing silly or unimportant things, you fool around. Goof around is the same as fool around. My son is lazy. He spends his time fooling around instead of looking for a job. My boss said, I'm not paying you to fool around, get to work.
What is the meaning of the verb put out?
When you take something from inside a building or storage place and leave it outside for someone to take, use, or deal with, you put it out. Judy put some clothes out for her daughter to wear the next day.
What is the meaning of the verb blow up, adjective, informal?
When you blow up or blow up at someone, you suddenly become very angry. When you blow up over something, you suddenly become very angry because of it. Heather blew up when she saw her boyfriend dancing with Linda.
What is the meaning of the verb get to?
When something gets to you, it bothers or annoys you, either psychologically or physically. Jim's constant complaining is really starting to get to his wife.
What is the meaning of the verb hold off?
When you hold off or hold off doing something, you delay doing it. You'd better hold off accusing Mike until you're 100% sure.
What is the meaning of the verb shake up?
When you make major changes in an organization or business, you shake it up. People are getting a little lazy around here. It's time to shake things up.
What is the meaning of the verb make up?
When you make up your mind about something. Or make up your mind about doing something, you decide which choice to make or which action to take. Marcia made her mind up about quitting her job and joining the Navy.
What is the meaning of the verb calm down?
When a confused or violent situation becomes less confused or violent, it calms down. When you calm a confused or violent situation down, you make it less confused or violent and more calm. Settle down is similar to calm down. The neighborhood where the riot occurred calmed down after the army started patrolling the streets.
What is the meaning of the verb talk into?
When you talk people into something or talk people into doing something, you persuade them to do it. This museum is really boring. I wish I hadn't let you talk me into coming here with you.
What is the meaning of the verb fall over?
When you fall over yourself or, usually, fall all over yourself. You try so hard to serve someone or to make someone like you that you appear foolish. Mike was falling all over himself trying to impress Heather.
What is the meaning of the verb dress up?
When you dress up, you wear very nice clothes, often for a special occasion. When you dress people up, you put very nice clothes on them, often for a special occasion. The tailors dressed their children up so they could take some pictures.
What is the meaning of the verb fall behind, in?
When you are in a group that is studying, working, and so on. And they learn faster or get more work done because you are learning or working more slowly than the others. You fall behind or fall behind in your work, studies, and so on. When you do not complete work as fast as it was originally planned and expected, you fall behind schedule. Get behind is similar to fall behind. Keep up is the opposite of fall behind. Timmy was sick last semester, and he fell behind in his studies.
What is the meaning of the verb back up?
When you are explaining something, and you repeat something that you already said, you back up. You're going too fast. Can you back up a little and explain your plan again?
What is the meaning of the verb come back?
When a condition, problem, situation, or activity returns or greatly increases, it comes back. I'll need to see the doctor. The pain in my shoulder has come back.
What is the meaning of the verb shut up, about, informal?
When people stop talking, they shut up or shut up about something they are talking about. When you are angry and want people to stop talking, you tell them to shut up. Marvin talks and talks and talks, he never shuts up.
What is the meaning of the verb beef up?
When you beef up security or some other arrangement to prevent or deal with a problem. You make this arrangement stronger. The hospital decided to beef up its emergency facilities.
What is the meaning of the verb bring up?
When you introduce a new topic into a conversation, you bring it up. Last night during dinner. Dad brought up the idea of saving money by staying home instead of taking a vacation this year.
What is the meaning of the verb settle for?
When you settle for something, you accept it even though it may not be exactly what you want or need. The strikers wanted an 8% pay increase, but they settled for 5%.
What is the meaning of the verb hurry up?
When you hurry something up, you do it more quickly. When you hurry people up, you urge them to do something more quickly. When you say hurry up to people, you are telling them to do something more quickly. Everyone was really hungry, so I asked our cook to hurry dinner up.